You ever feel like it's hard to meet girls you actually click with and even start dating these types of girls? Well, today, we gon' fix that. What up, homie? My name's Dave, and I put out new videos every Tuesday and every Friday to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be. Now, a lot of guys think it's really hard to meet girls they have chemistry with and even to find a girlfriend that they really enjoy. They feel like they need to luck into it, and honestly, I used to think so too, until I found a way to start meeting these kinds of girls consistently without relying on luck. And not just meet them, but get them attracted, and that's what you're gonna learn today. Let's get into it. Most guys just flat out don't know what they want when it comes to girls. So it's no surprise that they wind up with a girl that they don't really like all that much. To stop that from happening to you, what I want you to do is think of 2 to 3 qualities that you'd like to have in your ideal girl. So maybe you want a girl that's adventurous, she's open-minded, she's fun. But there's one important piece I want you to keep in mind. These should be things that you actually want, not things that you think will impress other people. Like, oh, I just would like the hot blonde girl. I like her to be 5'10" and a Victoria's Secret model, and this would be amazing. Nah, man, there's a big difference between what you want and what you think will give you that external validation, and you gotta choose the one that you want, otherwise you're not gonna be happy. All right, now that you have those 2 to 3 qualities, you gotta make a plan for how you can meet her. So like, what type of venues is she hanging out at? How are you gonna approach her when you see her at those kind of venues? And not just approach her, but how are you gonna go out there and get her on a date? Those are 3 key pieces, and one big thing I recommend is to visualize yourself meeting and hanging out with this type of girl. You know, just kind of picture how it would feel and just kind of put yourself in that headspace and do it for, 5 or 10 minutes a day after you meditate, which you should be meditating if you're not already. But this visualization is gonna make you more aware of these opportunities when they come up and allow you to take advantage and not be so afraid when they do happen.
No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle.
Now, bro, looks are not the end all be all, but they do play a big part in your first impression. So if you're out there looking like a jamoke, you're acting like a jamoke, and you're feeling like a jamoke, then how do you expect to attract high quality girls? You probably just won't, right? So with that in mind, you really have 2 options. First is pretty simple. You can look in the mirror and pout and say, man, I'm just never gonna be good enough or good looking enough to get the girls I really want. I'm hopeless. And you know what? A lot of guys do that. That's fine. That's on them. Or you can decide to do something about it. So first up, you can try improving your style. And for me, my favorite clothing brands are Alpha Lee, Essentials, and Edge. They all fit really well, great for athletic body types, and they're gonna have you looking fresh. Then you can sign up for a gym and start going at least 3 to 4 times a week. You're gonna be looking better when you look in the mirror, and you're gonna have more confidence. And finally, you can find a really good barbershop. Look up some really good reviews online. Find one that suits you. Maybe get some recommendations. Go get that fresh cut, and you're gonna be looking good. Those 3 things alone are gonna make a huge difference into the way women react to you, and they're gonna help you find that special girl.
Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry.
Man, we all have stories we tell ourselves as to why we can't get the things that we want. Like back in middle school and early high school, doctors thought I had Asperger's syndrome, and I was a shy guy, kind of antisocial, and that was my story. When I was in college, I was the goofy guy who could only seem to get the freshman girls and wasn't good at talking to girls my age. That was my story then. But once I got out of college, I said, you know what? Fuck these stories. It's time to write my own. That's when I started letting all these BS stories go, and I started seeing real success. So for you, you gotta figure out what those limiting stories are and learn to let them go too. Now let me ask you a question. What's the thing you've been telling yourself as to why you can't get what you want? Is it that you're too ugly? You're too socially anxious? You're too short? Hell, maybe you're even too shy. And hey, I know it's comfortable to fall back on these stories. Trust me, I did it for years. But if you want to meet your next girlfriend, hell, if you want to live a life that you really enjoy and that you're proud of, you gotta let this go. So what I want you to do is drop a comment below. Let me know what story has been holding you back and tell me, are you ready to let that shit go and take control of your life once and for all?
So talk if you like, but words will be words till you bring them to life. So talk.
Here's the bottom line, bro. You gotta get your communication skills on point. If you don't know how to talk to girls the right way, or you don't go out and talk to girls consistently, you're not gonna be ready when the right girl comes along. It doesn't matter how many opportunities you get, you're gonna fuck them up. And don't give me shit like, bro, I'm approaching girls, but nothing is happening. You gotta be conscious about the way you're going up and talking to girls. You gotta think, okay, what did I do right there? What did I do wrong? What can I improve the next time? What am I slacking on? By learning from your mistakes and refining your processes, you're gonna be able to get better with girls a lot more quickly than the typical Jamoke out there who's doing the same thing every time, banging his head against the wall and complaining that girls just aren't into him. It also helps to watch videos like mine and like my buddy How to Beast, because we give you that real shit that's gonna help you to level up your game fast. You take this information in, you go out, you learn and improve, you're gonna level up your game, you're gonna get better with girls. It just comes down to, are you gonna take the action or not? And if you're watching this channel, I know you're gonna go out there and make it happen.
Take me back to Mexico. That Cancun sun would turn to sun. Were high on me, wanted to hike with me. Take me back to Mexico. That Cancun.
Now it's time to think. Where is your ideal girl hanging out in volume? Not just like occasionally or randomly, but where are a lot of those types of girls gonna be? Those are the types of places you need to go to. Like if you're in a small town in Arkansas and you wanna meet like a fun, open-minded, adventurous girl, then you need to get the fuck out of there. Then if you're in a big city like LA, then you gotta find the types of venues, the areas, and both during the day and during the night that suit you and are gonna help you to meet that type of girl. Now what I found for me is that Mexico is my ideal dating market because I really like Latina women, and the haters will say, no bro, you only like Mexico because you're the white man and they all like you down there. It's like, nah bro, I've been around the world, I've been with your mom, I enjoy women from all over the world, but I just really vibe well with Latinas, and that's where I choose to be. It's all about finding your ideal mating market and capitalizing on it, because that's how you're gonna meet the women you enjoy the most. And bro, that's how you're gonna meet your next girlfriend.
Oh my God, miss you again. Once we were more than friends, darling. How you been? I miss your smile.
Bro, let's be real here. You don't want to rely on serendipitous moments to try to meet your next girlfriend. You want to be in control of that shit, and you want to do as many things as possible that are going to make it more likely that you meet her. Now, the first key piece of that is to go places where your ideal girl is hanging out. So even going back to number one, when we talked about, thinking critically about where she's going to be, now you got to go to those places. So with that in mind, some great places to meet girls just out and about are cool cafes. So instead of working from home or studying from home, go to a cool cafe and chill there for a little while. A lot of hot girls hang out there. Healthy supermarkets. You get your Whole Foods, your other market that is kind of like Whole Foods but cheaper, and it begins with a T. I can't remember the name right now. And you also got malls and parks. And aside from all that, you have the good nightlife venues, the lounges, the clubs, the bars, things like that. Aside from this, you can do activities that will also help you to meet this type of girl, as well as activities that you also enjoy. So you want those two kind of things to align. So some good activities to try out could be like volunteering, improv, as well as salsa classes and even social sports. So social sports, a lot of communities have these little like recreational sport programs that are mixed with men and women. Great place to meet people, especially girls.
She might feel the same, get out there, get your shit together. Then you can say at least I've tried. With the first step,
Now, bro, I hate to say it, but being around your potential girls isn't enough. You need to do what scares you and go up and approach them. Now, if you want to be able to do that with ease, then check out this playlist right here. In it, you're going to see me go out and approach girls, break it down for you so you can do the same and make it feel easy. Let's keep it going. I'll see you right here, homie.